Welcome back to the channel Barça News World. Hansi Flick is back on the training pitch, preparing for a crucial 2025-26 season. But it's the transfer rumors flying out of Camp Nou that are turning heads across Europe. From PSG targeting La Masia gems Marc Casado and Fermin Lopez, to Luis Díaz possibly arriving via a Real Madrid twist, and Bayer Leverkusen going all in to replace Granit Xhaka with Casado, there's drama, tension and big money moves in play. But will Barcelona hold their ground or give in to the pressure? Let's break it all down. FC Barcelona have begun preparing for the 2025-26 season, with training taking place yesterday and set to continue through the week. Hansi Flick has a lot of work on his hands, and he will want his team to be in the best shape ahead of the new campaign. In terms of transfer business, Barcelona have already announced two signings, Joan Garcia and Rooney Bargi, both of whom are a part of the preseason under the German coach. The club has also moved out Ansu Fati on loan to AS Monaco, one club that had a brilliant season last year and arguably the only one to do better than Barcelona was PSG. The Luis Enrique-led team lifted the League One title, won the Champions League for the first time in their history, and finished as the runner-up in the recently concluded Club World Cup. Paris Saint-Germain have made a bold move, reportedly approaching FC Barcelona about signing midfield talents Marc Casado and Fermin Lopez. According to Fischages, Barça aren't willing to let them go easily. They've slapped a combined price tag of at least 130 million euros on the duo. Casado, who has quietly become a vital part of Hansi Flick's plans, is attracting plenty of attention across Europe this summer. His defensive grit and reliability in midfield make him a tough player to replace. Fermin Lopez meanwhile brings something different to the squad. He's a dynamic, unpredictable attacker from midfield with serious potential, and the kind of game-breaking talent you don't find often. Both players represent the future of Barcelona, and it's clear the club values them highly. Whether PSG is willing to meet that steep asking price remains to be seen. Valuable parts of the squad. Casado broke into the first team under Hansi Flick last season, quickly establishing himself as an important part of the team. The 21-year-old is a tenacious, ball-winning midfielder who provides a lot of defensive solidity. Fermin is a box-crashing technical attacking midfielder who has brilliant spatial awareness. The Spaniard finished the 2024-25 season on a brilliant note, scoring goals consistently and chipping in with assists, and he still has a lot of room for improvement. It remains to be seen if PSG are willing to meet Barcelona's asking price for the Spanish duo, but in any case, the Catalan club should not be entertaining any offers for their La Masia stars. It remains to be seen if there is any merit to these transfer rumors in the coming days. FC Barcelona have had a mixed summer so far. It started off very well with the club snapping up Joan Garcia from Espanyol to reinforce the goalkeeping department, but things have gone awfully quiet on the transfer front since. Barcelona officially unveiled young Swedish star Rooney Bargi yesterday, and the exciting winger will now aim to make a strong impression on Hansi Flick during the preseason build-up. With just under a month to go before La Liga kicks off, Barça are expected to step up their transfer activity, both in terms of signings and potential departures. One player already drawing serious attention is Marc Casado. According to Fischages, Bundesliga champions Bayer Leverkusen have submitted a €30 million bid for the 21-year-old midfielder, hoping to lure him away from Camp Nou. Barça, however, may not be so quick to part with one of their brightest La Masia graduates. Bayer Leverkusen want Marc Casado. The Bundesliga club has offered €20 million as a fixed fee with €10 million coming in add-ons, but the report mentions that Barcelona have made it clear that they will not accept anything less than €50 million for the 21-year-old midfielder. Casado was a relatively unknown quantity to the footballing world before the 2024-25 season. He spent a lot of time with the first team under Xavi without being given a chance, but Hansi Flick transformed his career at Barcelona. A knight in shining armor. During the early stages of the 2024-25 season, Barcelona were in a bit of a pickle with Frenkie de Jong injured and Marc Bernal suffering an unfortunate ACL injury. Hansi Flick was desperately searching for a number 6, and Marc Casado put his hand up admirably. The 21-year-old quickly established himself as indispensable to the team, impressing with his tenacity in midfield and showcasing his quality as a ball-winning midfielder. He was one of the first names on the team sheet for the first half of the season. Eventually, injuries and the resurgence of Frenkie de Jong saw Casado lose a bit of prominence, but he still continues to be important to Hansi Flick. It remains to be seen if the club will entertain any offers for the 21-year-old this summer. FC Barcelona have made it no secret of their intention to sign a new left winger this summer. It initially looked like Nico Williams was on his way to the club, only for the Spaniard to back out and sign a 10-year extension with Athletic Bilbao. Since missing out on Nico Williams, Barcelona have shifted their attention to a few key targets, namely Luis Díaz and Marcus Rashford. There have also been whispers about Brian Zaragoza, but that move doesn't seem to be progressing much at this stage. Now, in an unexpected twist, Real Madrid's Rodrygo could indirectly unlock a move for Luis Díaz to Barcelona, according to Mundo Deportivo. Diaz is reportedly a personal favorite of sporting director Deco, who sees the Colombian as a perfect fit for Hansi Flick's system. But there's a major hurdle: Liverpool have no plans to sell him. However, Rodrygo's situation might shift that. The Brazilian winger, valued at around €90 million, has fallen down the pecking order under Xabi Alonso, especially during the Club World Cup. If he pushes for a transfer and Liverpool go in for Rodrygo, they may need to free up funds, and that could open the door for Diaz's exit. Liverpool are among the clubs mentioned in reference to the Real Madrid attacker. To sign him, the Reds might want to generate funds, which might see them looking to sell Luis Díaz. The Colombian has admitted candidly that he is not sure of his future at Anfield. It has been mentioned earlier that Liverpool's asking price for the 28-year-old could be in the range of €60 to €80 million, although Barcelona are looking to bring that fee closer to €62 million, which is what they would have paid to sign Nico Williams. Do Barca need Luis Díaz? It is not often that a Real Madrid player holds the key to Barcelona signing a player, but in this situation that could be how the cookie crumbles. Meanwhile, the Catalan club also needs to identify if Luis Díaz is the right option for the left wing. The jury is still very much out on Luis Díaz and whether he would be the perfect fit in Hansi Flick's team. Regardless, Barcelona must not overpay to bring him to the club and should only consider him if he comes at the right price. It remains to be seen how things play out on this front. Bayer Leverkusen have made an audacious move to sign Barcelona midfielder Marc Casado. According to Fischages, the German club has offered €30 million to bring the young talent to the Bundesliga. The proposal includes €20 million in guaranteed payment and another €10 million in potential add-ons. However, despite the significant offer, Barcelona have made their stance clear that they won't consider selling Casado for less than €50 million. Casado started the 2024-25 season strongly and was seen as one of Barcelona's most promising young players. However, his role in the team faded during the final months of the campaign. Increased competition in midfield and a series of injuries pushed him down the pecking order. This drop in game time has attracted interest from several top European clubs, with Leverkusen showing the most serious intent so far. Replacement for Granit Xhaka. It is known that Bayer Leverkusen are preparing for possible changes in their midfield. Granit Xhaka is rumored to be considering a move to Saudi Arabia, and Leverkusen are already searching for a replacement. Casado, who is also wanted by Manchester United, has caught their attention as a long-term solution. After selling players like Florian Wirtz and Jeremy Frimpong to Liverpool, Leverkusen have the funds to invest in new talent, and Casado is high on their list. The German club has already contacted Casado's representatives to present him with a tempting project that includes regular playing time in both the Bundesliga and Champions League. However, Barcelona are not in a hurry to sell, as Hansi Flick has not yet decided Casado's role in the squad. But with Marc Bernal returning from injury, the competition for midfield spots will be tough. For now, Barcelona are holding firm that Casado will only leave if the offer reaches the €50 million mark set by the club. So, Barcelona's summer is shaping up to be anything but quiet. With PSG circling Fermin and Casado, Leverkusen throwing €30 million on the table, and the Luis Díaz saga now tied to Rodrygo's Real Madrid future. Deco and Flick have tough decisions ahead. But one thing's clear: La Masia is gold, and Barca must protect its future stars while still reinforcing key areas like that left wing. I stay tuned because with every passing day new twists are bound to emerge. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to never miss a Barca bombshell.